Hi, my name's Tom, and I have some sanding to do around my house. I used to have an old little mouse sander, but that eventually died. I didn't want to go out and buy a whole new one when I have lots of tools that can do sanding for me. One of the tools that is great for sanding is an oscillating saw. This happens to be a Craftsman, but any brand will do. They're all about the same. The way the sander works is you can get these sanding heads, and this is what I really want to talk about today. This is a XXGO brand. They make a whole bunch of sanding heads for oscillating saws. But here's kind of the cool part about this. So this is about the size of a little mouse sander, maybe a little smaller. But the way it works is you mount this onto the oscillating saw. And then, because this is hook and loop, this is kind of a Velcro back, you can then go ahead and put sanding pads on. So this particular kit has a whole bunch of different sanding pads of different grits. And what happens is you'll pull one of these off. It's fuzzy on the back. It sticks to this little head, real nice. And then you have a sander, and your oscillating saw makes a great sander. I've actually used a sander oscillating saw before. It's wonderful. It's great for tight spaces. It's great for weird shapes where a circular sander is just too big. So these actually work very well. This particular kit is nice because it not only does it have this head, which is good for just general sanding, but it also has one of these little heads. And again, same idea. Let's see here. Here we go. Same idea. You attach it onto your oscillating saw, and nice part about this, it's actually pretty clever. Both sides of this have that hook for the hook and loop business, so that you can then have a whole bunch of little sanding pads for these as well. Cool part about having it on the top and the bottom is that you can actually go, if this is actually mounted on your saw, you could go into a piece of furniture and both do the top and even the bottom of sanding while you're actually holding it onto the oscillating saw. So that actually works really well. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna connect these things, put them all together, plug them in, and I'll give you a quick demo of how it works. Nice thing about this is that I have my screw loosened up, and this little shoe right here, this is a metal shoe. This will actually just slide right in. You don't have to actually lift it all the way off. There we are. I've actually connected to the little teeth on the oscillating saw. Oops, I just slid out of it. I'm on the teeth on the oscillating saw. All I have to do now is screw in that little screw with my hex wrench, and I'm ready to go. There we go. Head's nice and tight. Now I just pick a sanding pad. And this particular kit has a whole bunch of different actual grits. I have a 60 grit. I have, let's see here, 80 grit. I have 100, 120, and I have 240. So I'm going to actually start off kind of rough. I'm not going to go 60. That's a little too much. I'm going to go with an 80 here and just kind of scrape some stuff off. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an 80 off the stack. Here we go. Again, this is the fuzzy side. This is the hook side. And all I do is I place it on there just like that. And that is now very secure and ready to sand. These are some old stairs. I'm going to actually go ahead and carpet, but I'm just going to go ahead and quickly use my sanding pad just to show you how well it works. And as you can see, it's sanding nicely. It's just starting to take it off there. I'm not like pressing that hard yet, but I'm just going to slowly go back and forth, and I'll be able to sand the whole thing real nice and easy. These work great. I like them a lot.